Just where I was too freaking warm. And I like this spot. Sometimes you gotta watch the fishies. Oh. Yeah, sitting down. Much better. Much better. So yeah, down here. Hopefully we get to see some fishes. Nothing worth catching, but it's a neat spot to sit. Like, you can see them strike the top of the water every so often when something hits. They're small, they're like little suckers, but they're here. If I had any hooks, I'd go grab my fishing rod, see if we could catch any of the little buggers, but I don't think that's going to happen today. Yeah. Quality should be better. I'm in the shade now. It is so freaking hot out. And it's a lot cooler here. I like to come to this spot often and just, you know, chill. They keep striking. I am not in Muskokas. I know the Muskokas. No, this is Toronto. Straight up Toronto. Like Toronto. Yeah, well, we've got nothing better to do. And, like, I'm trying to get everything fixed, but I live out on the streets. Well, technically I live in the woods. But I'll come down to this creek often, and I'll sit here when it's too dang hot, or I can't go back to the camp area. Just because, well, right now I'm not going near camp because there's a bunch of naked guys, like legit naked people, up on my camp, which, not fun for me. They've decided that the perfect place for them to sunbathe without clothing on is like right in front of you know, my camp. It sucks. Well, yeah, it is what it is, you know. Yo. Yep. And now we'll just see if we can watch any of the fish. Because, again, not much else to do. And I'm just sitting here, like, waiting for a message on Kijiji that says, hey, yeah, we still need someone's help. $60, come and get it. I still have my fishing rod, don't have any hooks. I lost the last of my hooks, but I still have the fishing rod. I gotta head up the cheap dollar store to get some more hooks and split shots and whatnot. When the next time I've got $10 extra, I'm gonna do that, and I'll head down to the lake or something and go do a proper fish. Yeah, I know where I want to go fishing. I'll get down to the Bluffs area, get my way down to the Secret Beach area, climb out on the rocks and fish like that. It's just need to get the hooks and everything. Yeah, I legit just ran out of hooks. Like, you get something big, it snaps a line. It's the line's fault. And I would like to get some of that braided line. The ultra thin braided line that's like the same thickness as 3-pound test, but it's up to like 30 pounds. Can't at the second. That's better. No, it's too close. Yeah. This bloody sun is pissing me off. Much better. Yeah, I know what'll break. I know I need new line. I need to get some hooks, and when I got all that, I'll go out on a night time and do some worm pitching and really go get a good fish in. But you can't do that right now. Oh, kind of want to cross to the other side and walk down that path. That seems like a little bit more fun than just sitting here. Walk through the woods. Stay out of the sun. Well, I won't overheat the phone that way. Not just the phone, I don't want to overheat. I don't want to overheat myself. So yeah, let's go for a run through the woods. Let's see if I can scare any of the joggers. Just imagine my big ass coming down the pathway. They're gonna run faster. I'm doing a good thing. I'm helping them burn a few more extra calories. So let's see if I can scare the normies. I'll use it this way. Let's go. Get up. I don't want to get up. Get up. I don't want to get up. Get up. Go. I don't want to get up. Jeez, don't make me get up. Please don't make me do this, man. I don't want to do this. I'm gone. On to this hobo's walk. Actually, that's a good idea. See if the guy's still around. So, I'll check it out when I get to the bridge. But I saw someone hanging out underneath the bridge last night, like setting up a tent. Theft or misuse. Wasn't lag, it's I lost connection. Oh no. What do I do? This is blocking my path. Dang it. I don't want I'm over it. But I guess like I'm climbing over it. Ow, that hurt. But there we are, deep into scary woods. Not deep. I'm on a well-worn walking path. That's where I just was. Like, I really want to know where it goes. Who's for it? Take my shoes off, climb inside and see where it goes. Huh. There's a rat right there. I really want to, though. Mind you, I'll lose connection. And there's probably a clown in there offering me balloons. So there's that. They all float down here. Yeah, but what's more fun is actually going through it. Yeah, no, if Pennywise saw my big ass, he would freak the fuck out and try to get away. It's after me. No, please. I need an adult. I need an adult. Why am I doing this way? You know the worst part of all this? I've been walking with my phone in my hand. That makes the phone get a little bit warmer. I have that damn tripod selfie stick with me. Why am I not using this thing? Do I have it with me? I do have it with me. See? Much better. Yeah, I got this selfie stick for $5. It's got a built-in tripod. Now I gotta close my bag with one hand, which is not easy. There's a lot you can do with one hand. Closing a bag isn't one of them. Or putting on a bag. Now, why does this... Oh, not much. Just putting on a bag and walking to the forest. Now that you guys are attached to my selfie stick. Nah, nothing to do today. Did the library. Got a bunch of emails out and messages on Kijiji trying to get some work. Now it's just the waiting game. I don't like the waiting game. I prefer Hungry Hippos. But now it's just a waiting game now until someone messages me. And instead of, sitting in the park or watching a TV show, I'm walking to the park and streaming. Equally as really... That's actually why I'm going through the woods. It's cooler in here than anywhere else, and it's just too damn hot. What leaves? This here, well, not poisonous, is inedible. What leaves, though? I could eat these leaves right here. This is known as mother's milk or devil's milk. One of the most poisonous plants in the country. Everything right here will give you diarrhea. There's no garlic mustard around, right, man? Not now. Not here, at least. I am already. Oh, man, I almost went tunnel diving, but they convinced me not to. Pennywise. So yeah, we've got a choice. You guys get to make a choice. In a few seconds. This way or that way. We can either go left underneath the DVP and go through the Lower Dawn, or go down this path. I've never been down this path before. I'm working on it. We were talking about doing that earlier, you know. Walk quickly towards other people, you know, help them burn their calories. Make them, holy crap, a squirrel. Make them run faster. Do you guys want to be muted for a second or not? Because I'm going to have to mute you. That's better. The soil, I'll tell you what it is right now. Salty. Yes, sir. I just did. No, I don't think there's going to be any camps up here. This path is well too worn. People hike. I don't want to get demonetized that badly. Oh, it's so much walking uphill. I want to walk uphill. Oh shit. This is a mountain biking trail. It's not built for humans. A state of constant fear, my friend. I'm in Canada, walking around Canada, doing Canadian things in the Canadian outdoors because I'm Canadian homeless. Well, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. I'm fucking sweaty. I'm way too out of shape for this. It's all uphill. It's all uphill. Look at that. It's like all uphill. No, I'm homeless in Toronto, which is probably just as bad. Here, see, I'm not just homeless. I'm homeless, disabled, and without a diagnosis. Up here in the States, they don't convince your homeless population and you're sick to take MAID and, you know, off themselves. They've tried that a lot with me. Always got water. I just want to know how far this goes. All uphill. Too much uphill. At least going back will be easy. I'm sincerely interested to see how far this goes now. Man, the worst we got, all we got on these hills are cougars. Lots and lots of cougars. Those, they'll rip you to shreds, them cougars. Just not the kind you're thinking about. Old angry white ladies. We got deer, coyotes, foxes, opossums, lots of raccoons, buzzards, hawks, a lot of black hawks. There's a lot of big black hawks around. I know the cougars love them. You hunt black hawks? There we go. Black hawks. Come on, man. I'm just enjoying myself. Yeah, I think it's time to head back, because that leads into somebody's backyard. Mike Hawk's a bit of a prick. There we go. Well, I need the disability, that's the problem. It's not that I've got mental, it's not mental, it's physical, seizures, stuff like that. And there's a lot I can't do that'll screw up the disability. And like, worst thing is in 5 years' time, I could be in a wheelchair. So, yeah, do something for 5 years and then you're in a wheelchair, then what? You gotta start applying again? But this time you're in a wheelchair and homeless? It's really pretty here. Despite the highway. Actually, you know what? Worst case, if I need to put a camp somewhere, find a way to get to here from down there. And there's a spot down there in the brush I would set up. Actually looks like a decent enough spot. Oh, my worker says if I do anything, I gotta find a job like in retail or something, like even fast food, something that isn't too physical. If I do, my case is gone. And the way it works up here is you get back pay from when you first started your application. And now it's the principle of the thing. I'm going to get it. I've got a hearing on the 6th, and if that doesn't go on my way right then and there, or if they try to slow it down anymore, I've got a lawyer. Shit, dude. I'm glad you're on the up and up now, you know, I'm glad you're going up. Oof. Now, which way to go? Take the other way. I'm on the right. I'll just pop over here. Now I don't know where to go. Gonna go that way. There goes the police. On your left, no tracks. I'm gonna just head down this way. Maybe cross. Or looks like there's an animal pathway down this way, so if the animals will do it, so will I. Okay, I'm not that brave. Average temperature gets hot, like this week it's all 30 degrees Celsius. I'm going nowhere in particular. I've got nothing to do today. And I'm just trying to keep myself, you know, sane. And yeah, let's sit here, have some water. Yeah. That looks like a good spot to sit. It looked like that. Oh, dude, that was an awesome sandwich. No, it's a rarity that I get hot food like that. I try to cook as much as possible, but unfortunately, it's not always possible to go do grocery shopping and actually have stuff to cook. When I usually do cook, I do it on camera. But like that day was a long day for me. The day before, I found some work on Kijiji. A lot of work on Kijiji. Like, I didn't eat it all the day before. I'm a big guy, I know. Whatever, say it. Say your insult. But I hadn't eaten at all the day before because I walked for like 2 hours to do a job on Kijiji for like $75. Then I took a train for 3 hours to make another $75. Train 3 hours there, 3 hours back on the train ride. So the day before, then I was able to go up and buy myself some new shirts, pants, shoes, and I spent $75 on a backup cell phone. And I was at Walmart buying clothing, and I saw they had a rotisserie chicken from yesterday on sale, and it was like $2-3, so bought it. Bought some rye bread, and I really wanted something good to eat, and it was an awesome sandwich. That's why I chose here. You're less likely to get a tick on... You're more likely to get a tick if you're following through pathways. If you see animal paths, that's where you're going to get a tick. Oh. What? Woo-woo? Well, thank you, Jeff. No, it's... Vagabond now is a really inaccurate term. I would have said yes this time last year. This time last year I was... well, this is June now? Yeah, I was just setting out hitchhiking across from here down to... hitchhiked from Ontario to... the New Brunswick and saw the ocean last year. I did a lot of hitchhiking, but again, I figured I want to do as much as I can before when I can still do it, because medical issues and whatnot. And now I'm kind of trapped. Not enjoying life, I would say. Life is good. Life is good. Ish. I'm not depressed or anything, if that's what you're asking, but it could be better, could be a lot better, could be a lot worse. All I know is right now I've got most of what I need for the month. I've got enough medication to last until the 4th of next month, when I got to do my refill. I've got these fairly new shoes, not even a week old. My other ones wore out. Whew. Taking my shoes off. That's a nice feeling. Plenty of water, so I'm good. That's the thing, Dan. I always need money. That's one thing, you need money to live. I'm waiting right now. When I was out, before I started the stream, I was at the library, not just charging my phone, but working on getting money. Oh, I'll always need money, but no, I'll survive. Like, I've got plenty of, I've got some supplies back at camp and whatnot. It's just need somebody to get back to me on Kijiji. I'm waiting for anybody to get back on me via Kijiji and Craigslist. I sent out a bunch of emails. It's just they're not emailing me. No, it's kind of weird. Usually, it's funny how it happens with the Kijiji work. Like, I'll get Mondays, Tuesdays are pretty good. Someone usually gets back to me, but they post a lot on the weekends, and they don't get back to you. Oh, dude, no. I'm always good. See, Jubba, you did way too long. Way too long. Not only that, like since September, I've been. I hate to tell you how many interviews I've been on. So I gotta try an entry-level job or a service job because of the medical stuff. And yet nobody wants. It's a Toronto job market. Nobody wants to hire. Nobody wants to hire, and like now the unemployment rate in Toronto is almost 8%. And there are places hiring, it's just they're not hiring me. There's not enough advantage for the places that I'm applying for them to hire me. One, it's the you're overqualified thing, or they're not getting enough benefit from me because places like Walmart take advantage of people under the age of 25. Walmart and all these big corporations, Mickey D's and fast food and whatnot, they take advantage of loopholes in the government and hire people under 25 because during their employment, the government pays for the first 3 months, 75% of their wages as training, and then until they're like 26, they pay 50% of the wages via tax break at the end of the year for someone under the age of 25. But I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to go off on a huge rant today and a tirade. Well, Aaron, there's more to it. I've got medical problems. I kind of have to be in Toronto right now. And that's the thing is, right where I'm sitting right now, I get appointments at Sunnybrook Hospital a lot. I'm right by Sunnybrook right now. I'm looking at the hospital like right now. But kind of hard for me to travel when I'm not allowed to drive a car. And yeah, no, I get appointments there often because they're trying to figure out what's going wrong. And I'm in a battle right now for my disability, and yeah. Well, that's the thing. Once I get my ODSP, I'm going way up north. Well, there's going to be a huge back pay for me, like a lot, between 30 and 50K, closer to 50K. So I'm going to go up to like Sudbury or Thunder Bay where it's cheap and trailer park it or something where I can get away with renting the spot for like $100 a month, so I can, not just survive, but somewhat thrive. Well, that's it's not like it's completely out of the question, but it's the same reason why I don't get a bicycle. I could get a bicycle for $50, that'd be great, and get me everywhere I gotta go, because I am stuck walking everywhere. I have seizures, man. They hit me very unexpectedly as of late. So imagine my ass riding down the road, doing 20-30 kilometers, and I just decide a seizure hits me without warning. What do you think is going to happen to me? I'm going to end up on the road, and my head is going to get squashed like a tomato. The great state of constant fear. I'm in communist Canada. I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. Oh, that's the thing. I'm still going to stream. I'm not just going to stream. I'm going to keep putting videos out because I've really started to enjoy YouTube. And the YouTube is growing a little bit too quickly. But what I would love to do is, let's say it goes perfectly this August. August 6th is the date. And I get my check that day. Oh, that'd be sweet. I will do a whole video, live stream and everything of me going up to Thunder Bay or there, finding the place, getting the pop-up house, getting it all set up and everything. Oh, yeah, Dan. So yesterday, it was great yesterday. I ended up, I had a little bit of money in my PayPal account, so I used some of it and got, I ordered off of the app Too Good To Go. I ordered it from Pizza, Ontario's biggest pizza chain. Holy crap! Holy crap! It was $5.99 for the box. And what I got was crazy. It was like 7 slices, big slices of pizza in one bag, and they gave me a second bag. It had 50 hot wings in it. I ended up going down to the library where I know a few people, an older homeless woman hangs out. I feel bad for her. She got hit really bad. She used to have a nice life. She was like leasing a Mercedes-Benz, all that stuff. But, you know, when the breadwinner just ups and dies and leaves you with no money, she got homeless. And there's a black guy that sits there. He sleeps in the library because he's scared to sleep on the streets at nighttime. So when the library opens at 9 a.m., he sits in the same spot every day and sleeps until about 5 or 6, goes out and keeps himself safe. And I brought them, gave those 2 people the pizza, and I just ate there, sat down eating hot wings last night. They were good though. What is a pop-up? CJW just asked me, what is a pop-up house? It is just exactly as it sounds. Go to Amazon and look up prefab home or pop-up home on Amazon Canada or Amazon US. It gets delivered to you. It looks like a shipping container. It's like you can stretch your arms across it in there. They set it down where you want, and then it pops out. You go on the inside, unlatch the things, and you push this side out, and it's the size of a small home. You get a small kitchen, living room, bedroom, and a bathroom, and a small dining area. And the one I want is like less than $5,000. You can put that up anywhere you wanted. I'm glad the United States lost the War of 1812 because we Americans do not have to deal with Justin Trudeau. Yo, Matthew. Sorry, the internet just blanked out for a second. Yo, Matthew. Mosquito, go away. Anyways, it is a beautiful day out. Even though I'm just sitting right here by the highway. Fuck off, mosquito. I'm wondering, just a quick question, is anybody still there? Because chat stopped. Oh, never mind, it works. Never mind. I'm good. Oh. Did I eat today? I ate a bunch of chicken wings last night and I haven't eaten yet today. I try to think of what I'll have tonight. I don't know. Probably not use the rest of this water because I need it to boil potatoes. Probably boil some potatoes, carrots, and I got a can of tuna while I eat. Depression's a bitch, man. Okay, I was depressed for a very long time. I would say I've been depressed my entire adult life. I'm less depressed being like this than I was at the top of the world, making tons of money, had my house and stuff like that. I think I have... Being around all the green makes me happy. Being outside, even if it's a shitty situation, makes me happy. And I start to lean on the side that people who are depressed in their situation, it's because they're not outside, you know, they're not meant to be behind a computer screen or stuff like that they need to be outside. I'm good, man. I'm in Toronto, Ontario, and snow I don't like. Ooh. I was out here during the winter. I lucked out. It only snowed. We had snow on the ground this year for a total of 2 weeks. Usually we get like 6 feet of snow, and it's freezing cold. Like all of January is usually negative 20 to 30. This year it was shorts and t-shirts weather. Like -5 to -10 most of January. 1 week in February, it was like 3 days, it was negative 20. That was the worst of it. So I lucked out there. You know what? Do you get holidays? If you got 2 weeks vacation, you should go try something. Take a backpacking trip across your country, like backpack. Just go backpacking, man. Maybe through your city, stuff like that. Take 2 weeks to stay out of your house, to stay outside. You're not allowed to stay in any hotels, stuff like that. If you gotta sleep outside, sleep in a park. Try backpacking for like 2 to 3 weeks. You might be something interesting for you and change things up. No, it's... I'm assuming you haven't spent that much of your life in the great outdoors. It's one of the weirdest things. People who are depressed, they're often, you know, they're inside a lot. And I just think there are certain members of our society that are just not meant to be indoors at all times. Just try an adventure or something. Go outside. Try it. Yeah, you know what? You're on medical leave right now. Pack a bag, go out for 3 days. Go take a trip down to the woods. Bring some canned goods with you. Maybe a tarp to keep dry and hang out in the woods. Man, you should join the Discord, man. There's a lot of people. We talk about mental health a lot there too. A lot of us struggle. I struggle. Dan struggles. C struggles. James struggles. A lot of us struggle, man. And that's the thing. Men's mental health gets overshadowed by the Pride Month. But it's one of those things. We're here too. even our month gets overshadowed. No, it's one of those things. It's a sad thing, too, that men are expected to just suck it up. We're not allowed to, you know, struggle or openly struggle. That is a pretty bird. Peep, peep. I thought so. No, it's one of the worst things that you can imagine, that, you know, struggle in silence, be strong. You have to be strong. You don't have a choice. You're a man. Well, man, there's a reason why I don't want to use that word because they'll get demonetized, but ending one's life by your own hands. There's a reason why that men do it far more than women do. Because we're expected to struggle in silence, because we're expected to not struggle and be strong. It's a damn hard thing, man. Well, Michael, I know, again, I used to have everything. Like, I had the house, had the wife, had the car, had the job I loved. And that's one thing I did love, was my job. And I was still depressed. I'm covered in blood. A mosquito got me. But it's the strangest thing. So, I remember the very first day I got out here. I sat behind a library. I bought a rotisserie chicken, and I got myself a couple beers because I figured, okay, well, life is screwed. I want to have at least 1 beer to 2 beers because it's never terrified. That was my first night homeless. From there, I went down and got a tent because I still had a little bit of money because I got my security deposit back from the place I was renting from. Got my tent. I already had the big bag. And came down to this area, found a spot and pitched a tent. And I started the YouTube channel shortly after that because people told me to. But even though things were bad and things aren't looking up, and I've been putting out the resumes and doing the work, just being outside all the time, getting to smell the fresh air, getting to see the animals. Animals now approach me without a problem. Like, I'll have birds like land in front of me. The deer have no problem with me, and I don't feed the animals. Like, I had an opossum like walk right up to me, and those little goblins are the cutest damn things ever. I got a raccoon who thinks he's my best friend. I don't like the thing. But yeah, through all of that, I realized that my life, well, being in a very bad position, isn't that bad, that I've got a lot to be happy for. Oh, dude, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. I really do. I would also say, man, hey, Dan, can you do me a small favor? So, guys, we've got Discord. There's a lot of good people in there. Dan's a member. There's a lot of really good people, and it's a good place to come talk. We can get a little bit wild. There's no real rules except just don't be sexist, homophobic, don't be racist, and don't be an asshole. everything, all else goes. Like, we get pretty wild in there sometimes. We tell some really horrifically, I want to say they're not bad jokes, but they're not they're pretty dirty and stuff like that. And we have a good time in the Discord. So I'd say if you need a place to come talk, and we also get very serious too. Like, if one member is struggling and they need help, and they just need someone to talk to, there's someone always there. A lot of us understand what you're going through, so I'd say join the Discord. Oh no, and yeah, Dan gets a little bit out there too. But and the other thing is, whenever you say in the Discord, if you're talking to someone you don't want it to get out, everything stays private, unless you know, if you're talking about in public and you're openly talking freely without any freely, that's different. But if you want it to be private, what you want to stay private stays private. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, what I want to do very, very, very soon, and I'll figure out how to do it soon, is I'm going to take a trip up the next time I got a few extra bucks to the store, to the grocery store, and go to the cheap dollar store to buy some hooks and whatnot and some fishing line, and we can do a proper fishing live stream, because that fishing beyond anything else, like even more than the live stream for the campfires I have, fishing is my happy place. Oh man, you really don't have to do that, but I do appreciate that. Oh no, depression is one of the worst, but no, again, everybody is welcome. Even then, like, in the Discord, and let's not tell you what it's like. I don't like, blocking and banning people. It hurts me to do that. We've only done it to 2 people, and one was because he was saying some really horrible stuff and lying a lot about the horrible stuff he said. So, oh yeah, I didn't do that. Man, I was there when he said it. So that's one person. And another person was just being a real dick. It takes a real lot to get blocked and banned from even the chat here. I even welcome the trolls. See, I wish I could use my hat to block out the sun. See, that works. It blocks out the sun from the camera. But now my head hurts. Now you can't see me. Oh, I like... Oh, yeah. Oh, damn it. I should move. I don't want to move further in. It's so icky. Oh, man. Can you... Oh shit, that's why. And my finger there blocks out the sun. It doesn't block out the sun. It blocks out the sun. I don't need a tent, nothing like that, man. I've got a tent hidden just in case, but I got a shack. I have a shack. I didn't build this shack. I know the person who did build the shack, and he wasn't using it because he built a better shack, and he said, take my shack, because my old tent and shelter got stolen. So, Brian, take a guess which country I am in, if I am in Canada or the United States. I don't know how you could possibly figure that out, buddy, but take a wild guess. I did a while back. I did a while back, but I kind of have a rule now. I don't do any filming or stuff at camp. It brings way too much attention to my camp. So I was actually doing a live stream when it happened. I was sitting down on a picnic table, and you guys were here. Some people were here. A guy comes and screaming at me because he saw a tent in the area. Wasn't my tent, but he was really mad. Well, the next day, I saw him at the bottom of the hill with his truck. And yeah, they came up and tore my shelter down. And I try my best to no longer stream, do any videos or stuff like that at camp. Not just for that reason, but because of the threats against my life I get that you guys don't see. But YouTube flags them and Reddit flags them so they don't get published. But I see them. Especially when there are people threatening my life that are naming the general area that I'm in. And they know where I am at. They saw it. So I don't do that risk. I don't take that risk anymore. I will not film at camp anymore. It's just, you know, terrifying. And fish don't hate red. What are you talking about? Have you ever not used one of the Lucky 13 poppers? Why do people threaten me? Because there's a lot of stigma against people going by. There's a lot of stigma against homelessness, and some people just hate homeless people. There's a lot of stigma, and there's it's not only that, is they see homeless, they automatically assume, okay, this guy is on every single drug on the planet, or this guy is lying and stuff like that, or they just want to be assholes. So it's scary, and it's the kind of channel. Not to mention that, but there's a lot of, I'm a small, very small YouTube channel. I am a very tiny YouTube channel. I'm like, what, 7,000 people subscribed? That's a very tiny YouTube channel still. But it's grown really fast, and there can be a bit of jealousy towards that people don't think, that people try to start a YouTube channel all the time, never get more than 5 subs. I didn't expect to get more than 1, but here I am. And a little bit of jealousy can bring out the worst in people. This is a Canadian. This doesn't say man. This isn't an. This is like the furthest possible thing from an American hat. It's even got the Canadian flag on it. I'm wearing a pink Canada shirt. Because this hat was $1 at the dollar store. This shirt was $5 at Walmart. Because it's pink and it says Canada. I don't mind wearing pink. What are you gonna do? I'm wearing pink. Doesn't mean jack shit, it's a color. I'm secure enough in my masculinity and my heterosexuality that I can wear a pink shirt. Honestly, Trump. The reason why is your economy is on the verge of collapse. I'm not saying Canada's isn't, because Biden and Trudeau are like butt buddies. They're the same person, just 90 years apart. Yeah, that's I hate Trudeau, but at least with Trump, he is doing what's best for the country, not the corporations. So why am I a fool? Brian Johnson, why am I a fool? I'm just saying my opinion. I've got no stake in it. I'm in Canada. I'm not voting for Trudeau this year. I've never voted for Trudeau. Fuck, I was probably one of the 6 people that didn't vote for Trudeau when he first got in. I voted for... what was the guy's name before Trudeau? I forget it now. Harper. I voted for Stephen Harper because, like, at least our economy wasn't collapsing with him. And yeah, he didn't do all the woke crap. He was good. This one, like, I'm voting for Pavier. 100% voting for Pavier. There's an interview with one of the leaders, Pavier, going around. You gotta see it. It is the most beautiful interview ever. He destroyed the person interviewing him. They were trying to, make him look like an idiot, making a bunch of false claims. And like the super villain he is, he destroyed them by asking a couple questions. Well, he's biting down on an apple. That was his super villain moment. Like that, super villains in movies. They're always eating an apple while they're about to start their evil scheme. He did that live on TV, and he just destroyed the reporter. And again, it was a super villain moment. You got to watch it. You got to look it up on YouTube. It is spectacular. Yeah, it was at an apple farm, weirdly enough. No, you saw that one, right? Dan, you saw that? Brian, you're not going to start fights here. If you keep going, I'm going to put you on timeout for a bit, man. Wasn't that the most beautiful thing? Like, that was a true badass way to... That's how he got my respect, and I'm like, maybe this guy could actually get some shit done. Neither. Uh, oh crap. So yes. Speaking of drugs, see, I don't do this shit, right? I had a live stream the other night. The end of the night, I was telling you guys, Keith died. The old bastard. 20 years living in the woods, then he got into a house and died. Well, I had just finished streaming, was heading back, and a guy approached me, and he was trying to give me a toke of, I think it was crystal meth, or it was something, bad. It was meth. And he just come up to me and starts talking to me. It creeped me the fuck out. I don't want to touch that shit. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get a new loyal customer. I don't want your shit. What are you talking about, butt sex? Everybody needs some butt sex. If it's on the the docket for the elections, butt sex for all. I'm all game. Woohoo, butt sex. Yeah, no, man. The man was like 80. He was one of the first people I met out here. He gave me a lot of tips to where to go, where not to go, who to avoid, and basic things to survive. Like, oh, it's gonna be cold out this year. You're gonna need to get some newspaper, stuff it in your coat so you don't freeze. And yeah, he in January he spilled some hot water on his leg, and he had to go to the hospital. They put him. He got housing after that, like after that day, instead of sticking him back down here. And what? 5 months of being in a house, you die. Yeah, that's. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run for prime minister. That'll be my slogan: butt sex for all. I'm in a park right now. Oh man, put it like this: I'm making a joke. I'm just trying to be funny, but I don't care who or what you sleep with, as long as it's not illegal. And if it's not if it's not involving minors and it's not illegal or animals, I don't care who you sleep with. That's none of my business. I personally don't think I should be judged on others' moral values, or you should be judged on my personal beliefs and values. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that anybody has a right to judge another person based on what they believe is right and wrong. Hell, if that was the case, that you had the right to judge people, like there were the Salem witch trials were caused because Salem and. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh no, I had a dog just go by. It's like what I believe. First, I believe that everybody's got the rights. Like I don't care about gay marriage. Gay men should be able to marry gay men. Gay women should be able to marry gay women. Gay men should be able to marry gay women, and gay women should be able to marry straight men. Or what? I don't think it matters. I don't think any of that matters. What I do think matters is we're going too woke. I think there should be some exclusion. I don't think biological men should be playing in women's sports. I don't think once you turn 10, I don't think the schools should be able to. I think the parents' opinions and beliefs should be first. Because now up in Canada, if a 10-year-old goes to the guidance counselor saying, I'm struggling, the guidance counselor can say, oh, I think you're trans. And then the kid's like, okay, you should go on hormones. And that's it, you know. They set up a doctor's appointment for that kid, and the parents have no rights anymore. They don't have any rights to look into the kid's medical records. They don't have any rights to say tickety boo. I think that's wrong. I think that's gone too far. Good night, Michael. I know. That's what Canada has come to. It gets worse. Like, I made a video about how Canada's on fire with the guy who's going through something similar to me. What I took out of that is he's been convinced that that's his only option is to take MAID. I've been through that. I'm going through that. So there's a guy who's scared to be homeless, and he's dead now. He actually got the MAID. And his landlords are selling the house, and he has nowhere to go. He can't afford rent. He's $13 a month. He only got the disability, and he's really bad. So now he's thinking about he wants to take MAID, medical assisted death. Worst part is he got it, and he's gone. But he did that because he was scared to be homeless. It's terrifying. So being homeless, it sucks. You can't afford anything on disability now, but I've been there. That's Canada for you. They'll if you ask them nicely, they'll kill you. I gave you not even that. They try to convince you to take it. I've been there where they stick you in the little room with 2 social workers. They put 2 security guards out in front of the room to make it seem like you can't leave. They say it's their policy or it's just for safety, but it's there. When they put 2 guys there that are bigger than me, it's for intimidation, to make it seem like you can't leave. And they sit you there for like 2 hours, going through all your options, saying, oh, you should just take MAID. You're going to suffer. You're going to have a horrible time. Your quality of life. Do it now when you still have, you're still healthy and you're not in pain. Do it now. Do it now. Oh, talk to yourself, cunt. Yes, they are. Actually, yeah, they're the ones with the yellow on them. The yellow, not red wings. They got yellow shoulder pads. Oh man, it is really bad. So I've had that happen to me 3 times now. Where the first one, I just sat there. I was like, okay, I'll think about it. Okay. Second one, I started to get a little bit upset. That was like 2.5 hours, and they make it again seem like they can't leave. And it's been when they do it, when they set up a doctor's appointment for you, like for an MRI, they did it to me for both times. Third time, whoo-wee! I was really pissed off the third time. So it happened exactly the same way. I got there for my appointment. This one was an MRI. And it's kind of shocking that you get an MRI like that day if it's the ODSP board wanting you to get it through anything through them to say, yo, you need this. But they sat me down in their room, and she's starting as I try to say, is this about MAID? Yeah, no, I just want to go over your options again, because we really think we want to help you understand what we think is best for you. And then I come out to say, you know what, lady? Here's what I fucking think is best for you. I think taking my cock up your ass is best for you. And I stormed out of that goddamn room. Fucking flipped off the security guards as I went by. Called them bastards. But it was... I don't want to end my life like that. Like, I just... Too much of a stubborn prick. And... just going through that multiple times. Like, I felt like I'm at high school every single time. Like, not high school. I feel like... you're getting bullied when you're in school. Like the little child poking you. Like, oh, you should kill yourself. You should kill yourself. You should kill yourself. You should kill yourself. That's what it feels like. But it's not, a kid being a little prick. It's the government saying, you should kill yourself. You should kill yourself. No, they're not officers. They're not even officers. They're security guards. They're not peace officers. They have the same power as I have. They're just security guards. Like, the thing about security guards and private citizens is they can arrest you, and I can arrest you too. They derive their power off of the private citizen's power of arrest. They've got no special. They don't carry guns. They're not even allowed to carry a flashlight. Man, you know what they got? So the cop has a walkie-talkie. A cop has a gun, a taser, and a flashlight and handcuffs. You know what a security guard has? Sometimes they have a license, and sometimes, really rarely, they have a walkie-talkie. I'm from Canada, Ontario, Toronto, sitting in a park. Ooh, there's a really pretty dog walking by. We're gonna let you watch a puppy. But no, that's just how it goes, you know. Well,
did Doberman come by?
I don't think I did.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
I do not know. Anyways. Okay. Listen how quiet it is. What time is it? That's because it's 3:30. Same time every single day it gets really quiet. Not because it's empty up there, but because rush hour. Dead stop on the highway. Oh, you asked me if I saw a Doberman go by. A dog. A Doberman. I said no. You're in the States. You're in the States, though. That's a lot different. In the States, you guys have a lot different rights than we do. You've got that, what is it called? The castle doctrine. You've got a right to defend yourself. You have a right to defend yourself in the States. We don't have that right up here. I tell the story often because it's a horrible how it happened, but this happened actually this year. It happened right at the start of the year, so it doesn't matter when. But a guy was working up in Peterborough, a town that's like an hour and a half north of Toronto, northeast of Toronto. He worked at a convenience store. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and someone decides that he's going to rob the store. He comes in with the baseball bat and he's going to rob the store. The guy comes in with the baseball bat to rob the store. He uses that, and instead of, just saying, give me the money, he starts beating the store clerk with a baseball bat. And he got the clerk down, and he's hit him a couple of good times. The store clerk ended up with like fractures in his arms and in his skull. But at some point when the clerk is getting beat, he grabbed the baseball bat out of the guy who's robbing him, and he turns it around and he starts wailing on the guy, and he chases the guy out the front door. Guy trips, and he gives him a couple good whacks. Finally, the cops arrive, and guess who gets charged with the crime? The store clerk. Because he defended himself. He wrestled the baseball bat off of the guy robbing him and beat him with it. The clerk got arrested, and right up until like last month, he was still waiting for trial. I'll have to look into that. But that's the difference is one of the reasons why I'm actually scared out here. So if someone decides that they see me and they want to come hurt me, fine by them. They can do that. But if I defend myself and I hurt them while they're trying to kill me, I get in trouble. Oh man, there's something about me you should know. I'm a big SOB. I'm not just big, one way. I'm big the other way too. I'm 191 centimeters, and I'm fairly bald, and I look like a very intimidating guy. Um, I've talked my way out of all fights. I just scared the crap out of the people who were trying to start stuff. Like, there was one when I was going through one of the pathways. He jumped out with his crackhead girlfriend, and they told me that I got to give him some money because either I'm not allowed to pass without getting payment because this is a toll road. And I just, gave him the death stare and says, dude, I'm not in the fucking mood. Get the hell out of my way because you will die. And deadpan stare, and yeah, he kind of backed off. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, boss. Put his head down. Same with when I came back to camp where I'm at now and found two junkies in there ripping the walls down looking for anything they can sell, or maybe they think, they're looking for their fix. They figure they see a cabin in the woods like that, a shack in the woods, there's drugs in it. There's nothing there. They did a lot of damage too, and I lost it on them. I scared them because, again, big guy. And I told them that they got to get out of the area. I'm giving them 24 hours to get out of here. If I see them down here again, they're done. I know exactly where your tent is. I'm going to come down with a gallon of gasoline and burn it. I wasn't very nice, but I'm harmless. I know I've never hurt another person in my life, but I also know that I'm a very intimidating person when I need to be. Oh man, I'm good. I appreciate it. I'm not asking for donations. I'm more asking people to join the Discord because it's fun, and I'm a growing YouTube channel. How you doing, Bill? Oh, it's I don't know what the triple digits are, but it's going to be 30 degrees Celsius this week. Nah, I agree with you, Gloria. I agree with you. You don't. I respect the hell out of the states. You guys have a lot going for you. I don't necessarily agree with the rights to bear arms, but I don't not agree with it. I think, how do I put this? I don't think you should have assault rifles. I think you should be allowed to have a handgun at home. I damn well agree with that. You should be allowed to have a handgun and a hunting rifle. I don't believe you should be allowed to carry those around with you in public. I don't think anybody should be. I do think you have the right to defend yourself, and I respect the state's, your guys' freedom of speech, and I respect the freedoms you have there. So in Canada, that person has a dildo on their car. Seriously. I respect your freedom of speech. Oh, I've got some decent stuff, though. I've got myself a... I've got my little camp. I've got a place to sleep. No, as I'm saying, I really respect the U.S.'s, especially their freedom of speech more than anything. And I'm jealous of the freedoms you guys have there. We don't have the same freedoms here. Look at this. Look at the CBC. Go to twitter.com and look up the CBC. Twitter, the CBC, and any Canadian broadcasters are not on Twitter because Twitter will not agree to Canadian censorship laws. So in Canada, we don't have freedom of speech. We have a lot. Okay, I'm not saying this is true at all. I'm just going to use this as an example. But if I was to go downtown Toronto and say to someone, I don't like black people or gay people or something, you can be charged for hate speech. Like if you're driving down the street and you let something fucking slip you out your mouth, like you effing whatever, that is either a little bit racist or homophobic, that person can have you charged with a crime. Now, over there, you guys have protected speech. Yeah, you have, I've read up, you have the fighting words doctrine. So if you're saying something to, bait somebody into a fight or whatever, that is different, but you guys have freedom of speech. And I'm jealous of that. We don't have such freedoms. Yeah, there's that too. There's no burden of proof. It's you're assumed guilty and you have to fight your way off to be innocent. Okay, there's a really pretty dog coming. I'm going to let him go past, and you can watch the dog go past because he's a really, 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 really pretty dog. He looks so distinct. He looks like a distinguished gentleman. It's not that easy to leave, and you really only get this problem in the cities. That's why I want out of the city. How you doing, puppy? Oops. Well, there is still some, there is still a lot of good to this country. Despite having to wait 6 months for tests, our healthcare system is exemplary. I wouldn't be going without it. And a lot of our social services are good when you can get them. But still, it's a struggle to get. And I'm going to say, for anybody immigrating to Canada, or that wants to, it's not a bad place. Just don't go to the place. Stay out of Toronto. Everybody comes to Toronto. Stay out of Toronto. Go to the places where less people go. I'd say, well, don't go to New Brunswick, because New Brunswick is a terrible place. go to Northern Ontario. Yeah, don't come to Canada. Just don't come to Canada. That's better. Welcome back, Patrick. Oh man, I hate New Brunswick. New Brunswick was the worst stop when I was hitchhiking. I hated it. I was purposely going to New Brunswick. I liked Fredericton, except all the junkies. I liked Fredericton, but large portions of New Brunswick are really stuck up, hillbilly French speakers. I went to a town called Edmundston. I'll never forget it. First place I go was try to get something from McDonald's. They wouldn't serve me because I'm English. Tried to go to the gas station to get some soda. They wouldn't serve me because I was English. And tried to go to Tim Hortons. No English. And then meanwhile they turn around to their buddy working in the back that's speaking English. Bitch. Mind you, there's another town that was an hour away that I stopped in. Grand Sault, Grand Waterfall or Grand River or something like that. Grand Sault. I didn't hate that town at all. No, it was Grand Sault. or Grand Falls. It was Grand Falls was the English name. Yes. I went there. There's a Walmart there. I went to the Walmart. I had the best, the greatest experience ever in that Walmart. So I just got into that town. I'd hitchhiked from Edmonton. I had to get out of that town as fast as possible. And you got to go along the highway. I got there, and the Grand Falls is a really pretty town too. And they got this huge waterfall that you can zip line across. But they got a lot of Mennonites there too. And I'm pretty sure she was a Mennonite working at Walmart because she had the bun in, the hat, and like the handmade clothes. And she asked me, I talked to her, and she's like, "Oh, how are you?" In the most like hick accent you've ever heard. And I'm good. It's like, "Oh, where are you from?" "I'm from Toronto." "Oh, the city? I'd like to visit the city." And it's like, "I don't really reckon I'd like to move there." It's like, "Oh, cool." And when she smiles, she's missing like these 3 teeth right here. She was a young girl too. She was no more than 25, and it was just like it was such a good experience in the weirdest way. I'll Google it. No, I'm pretty sure it's Grand Falls. Grand Falls, New Brunswick. Google it. It's in the Madawaska region. Dude, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I will do that today. How much power do we have left? This has been going on. We got 30% power left. Yeah. If you... It's not a... The Too Good To Go app isn't just like all the time though. You have to check it at random times. You didn't see everything that was available. Some restaurants don't do it at all times. Like the bag I picked up yesterday, there was like at least for $5, at least $100 worth of stuff in it. Like the bag I got 2 bags. I only bought 1 bag, but one bag had like 50 hot wings in it. I enjoyed those. And the other one had like 7 slices of big slices of pizza that I gave away to some people I know at the library. That was for like $6. I enjoyed those things. CJ, I do really appreciate it. It has been a really wonderful day. 4 o'clock now. Yeah, you're gonna get. That's because nobody takes the baked goods. Don't do baked goods off there. A lot of the Etobicoke, just wait, it's gonna grow. Like they add new restaurants every day. It's one of those things that if you're downtown Toronto or you're doing any traveling, try it when you're down there. Try something new with it. You'll get some really good places. Oh, Bill, you don't want to know. My butthole is still on fire. I ate hot wings. That's one thing they don't want to do while you're living in the woods, is eat too much spicy foods because it burns going in, it burns coming out. Oh, the worst one was I got some of the bulldog ramen, the 2 times spicy ramen, because I like them, and I make my own dish with it. Like I 1 packet of that, 3 make it with a little bit of liquid, some corn, um, mushrooms, and when it's done, I throw 3 eggs in it, let them slightly cook, and then mix it up so it's nice and creamy. But those 2 times spicy ones, those are almost a weapon. Like, oh, pain. I like spicy going in. When it comes out, especially when there's corn mixed in, it feels weird. And I'm down here, so I got to rush either to Timmy's or risk getting bit in the butt by a raccoon. Oh, I usually won't buy it. Like when I was surviving off of nothing but instant ramen from the dollar store, 5 packs for $1, crappy stuff. I like noodles once in a while. I want it to be a meal, so I had eggs with it. But you get the Bulldog, that brand of the ramen, the 2 times spicy one at Walmart right now for $2.99 for the pack of 5. And I was buying clothes, and I needed eggs, so that's what I got. Indomie, yes, I have. They are really good. Those are also the dry ones, right? You cook them, take them out of the water, mix the pack in, all the stuff on top of a little bit of water, and do that. They're like the front. Those are really good. Actually, there's another brand that's amazing. They're the cheapest brand too, if you can get the right kind. If you get the tom yum shrimp flavored ones and the Mama M-A-M-A ramen, they're like 25 cents a pack. They are so flavorful. Oh man, I used that rotisserie chicken for, I made a sandwich for dinner, then I ate another sandwich for my other dinner. I used the rest of the chicken with breakfast the next day. All the best parts of the meat. Shredded all the dark meat off of the chicken. I shredded a potato, rang it out, put the potato down, grilled it on one side, put the chicken down, grilled it on one side, flipped the chicken, grilled it again to get it nice and crispy on both sides. Same with the potatoes, put the chicken on top, and it was great. Oh, it's going pretty well. We're just having one of those kind of fun days. Anything spicy, man. Anything spicy. I am a big spicy fan. Like, hell, when I was with my ex-wife, we always had the ghost peppers in the house. Ghost peppers were in everything. She was from a country called Mauritius, which is in Africa, and let's just say my spice tolerance is way beyond white people. Oh, the tom yum ones are fantastic. Oh, no way. Thank you, Jen. I didn't realize you were a member. That is awesome. Not jerk chicken. She never really cooked. And when a lot of the stuff that was cooked in the house that she wanted, I cooked. I had to learn how to cook stuff from her own because she didn't cook. The one I did like that I had to learn, that she did make one. She did make one dish. Every so often she would make this. It was a chicken dish where she'd roast the chicken, rip off all the meat, rip off all the bones, boil the crap out of the bones, into a stock. Use the stock with fuck ton of tomatoes, ghost peppers, onions, garlic, a lot of different spices in it too, and mix it all blender, the emulsion blenders, and throw the chicken in, and you pick the rice up in your hand, you put it in there, and you put it in there, and then you start to scream in pain because you had a cut on your finger and it's super spicy. Oh, I love spicy. Ooh. Now, even the Shin Black ones shouldn't be too spicy for you. If you're gonna do a little bit of spicier ramen Gloria, get the Shin Black, the Korean ones, the instant ones. Make that. Just add a little bit extra water. Then add some other ingredients like egg. Throw an egg. If you're putting in the boiling water in, put the boiling water in. Put an egg in with it. Let the egg cook as the noodles cook, and give it a good mix. It takes away a lot of the extra spicy and adds so much creaminess. Anyways, I'm gonna have to do this now because guess what? It is down to... Oh wait, how the heck am I was down at 32% power an hour ago. I'm still at 32% power. What is going on there? Oh, it's nothing different. It's a little bit sour because I got a kimchi flavoring in it. And kimchi itself isn't that unbelievably spicy. Kimchi is I like kimchi. It's a spice mixture they add on fresh cabbage, and it pickles it overnight. Kimchi's really good. That's what I was just talking about, Mama Ramen. They make the best tom yum flavor. Yeah, I did. That whole box, I got a box of like, what, 30 of them for $2.99. They were just the chicken flavor, though. The tom yum flavor is the best. You take care, too. Actually, I'm probably going to have to end the stream now, too. I might come back later once the phone is charged back up, but... Man, MSG, that's one thing people are like, oh, MSG, that's going to make you... It's not good for you. Man, it's just taken right out of seaweed. There's nothing wrong with MSG, but, yeah, you guys take care. I got to end this now. I appreciate everybody who came in, and it's been fun. So we'll start this up again later and join the Discord. Yes, bye-bye. Gotta go.